I know for a fact that there's someone who is very excited about this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Green.
Your future NXT Women's Champion.
Let them know. Let them know, Chelsea. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm trying to set you up here so you guys can get a little glimpse of my backyard.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You got a forest back there.
I know. I can't complain. Like, I know everything that's going on in the world right now is so crazy, but to be able to have a little bit of time at home has been so nice.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, if you are not utilizing this time correctly, you're doing it all wrong. Like, you're completely doing it wrong. But it's, of course, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, so this is wonderful to be able to chat with you.
I know, it's been a long time, and now we're like getting to the last final hours before the ladder match.
Yes, a huge deal, huge opportunity. I was just telling everybody before you got on, make sure you're watching tonight because it's definitely going to be a cool one for sure.
That's the thing. This is like, I mean, I've never been in a ladder match. This is my first ladder match. So obviously very, very nerve-wracking. And the competition is insane because all of these females I have wrestled on the independent scene as well. So we have so much history beyond this match. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. Deanna Barrasso said, "Go, best friend. That's my best friend." So you got some people cheering for you for sure.
Deanna and Robert Stone.
Right.
Everyone else, whatever. I don't care. When I win, y'all gonna be cheering for me.
That's right. You just got to do what you got to do. That's the most important thing. Let's go back for a second because the WWE Performance Center has been very interesting over the past, few weeks, from Monday Night Raw to NXT to SmackDown. But WrestleMania, literally too big for just one night. What are your thoughts about the 2 nights of WrestleMania?
So I watched both nights. The first night was my birthday, so I watched with some margaritas. Honestly, I just thought this was insane, and I'm very curious to see next year, are we going to do one night? Are we going to do 2 nights? Because I kind of liked the 2-night thing. I liked the fact that it was like 3.5 hours. Your attention span was like all in for that time. And night 1 was so good. I think the entire world wondered if night 2 could keep up with night 1, and it did.
It did.
It totally did, and it was completely different, but so freaking good all at the same time. I was just blown away. And of course, like, being a female, I'm always sitting there ready for the female matches.
Yes.
And all of the matches were so different and so badass. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought Lacey was gonna win the title. I don't know.
Man, yeah.
But like, I was like, by the end of that match, I was so in, and I'm thinking like, damn, Lacey's gonna win this.
Yeah, it was very cool to watch. Like, because there's, of course, with a match like that, of the elimination, there's layers to it, but the story behind it of like you're just getting drawn in with each moment. So it was dope. It was very
it was the whole 2 nights was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And for it to be at the WWE Performance Center, I mean, a place where you and I obviously we know very well. How cool is it?
And yeah, that's the cool thing is like watching Edge and Orton fight around the Performance Center, and of course I liked it for 2 different reasons. One, because the WWE Universe got to see the Performance Center, which I thought was a cool little glimpse into what we keep so private. But then number 2 is like we got to see them fight, like, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean?
You're like, I know where that is. That's where
I lift weights. That's where I squat. Like,
yeah, and they were all over. I mean, they went into places like all around the building. It was wild. It was very wild.
Really cool. Edge is, man, he's something else.
Yeah, and it's cool that we're able to see him back too, like, because that completely unexpected, right? We the last 9-10 years, you're like, oh, I remember this guy, and you see all these things, but you don't expect him to be back just because of what they've said and what he's talked about. So for us to really witness this is one of a kind. It's dope.
And I was there, like I was at Royal Rumble, experiencing that.
Yeah.
It was a really cool moment. I remember his music hit, And because I'm not like a diehard wrestling fan, I'm just going about my, taking off my makeup and stuff, like going about my night. But I was with my fiance at the time, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Whoa, what?" And then I listen. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm not going to swear on Instagram Live right now. You know what I thought?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool to be a part of that, and I swear to God, that stadium rumbled.
Yeah, it was wild. It was very wild. I was all the way at the top because I was getting the shot of like the entire arena at one time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. Like I was just sitting there filming, and I'm like, why are they setting up? Like, is that fireworks? What's getting ready to happen? And when that hit, like, because I'm trying to stay still, my hands were kind of shaking a little bit. Like, what is going on right now?
That would have been me.
Really, truly. So yeah, the WWE Performance Center, and I know for you, we've heard you talk about like the road it takes, especially for you to get to NXT and what it's meant. What is it like now being at the Performance Center and seeing all these people that you knew from another time and from other places, and they're right here with you, and you're all in this together? What is that like?
I'm so proud. Like, when I didn't know what to expect coming into the Performance Center. I just knew I wanted to be there for so long. For 6 years, I just wanted to be in this world. And then when I got there, I was very curious. What was it going to be like with the independent girls versus like the girls who had been chosen from CrossFit, everything, like basketball, whatever it is. But now I have like a totally different perspective because I have so much respect for the girls who didn't kind of come up on the independent scene, which I didn't expect to feel. I didn't expect to like feel compassion for them and feel like, wow, you guys are pretty amazing for like learning in this high pressure environment. I'm so glad I came in when I did, and all my other girlfriends, came in when they did, because we all were prepared for this. We've already been in these high pressure situations. We already knew when we came in, okay, we know what we have to do. We know we need to step it up. We know what we need to work on. So it's like, I'm so proud of my girls who have come in and thrived, but I'm not surprised. What I'm surprised about is the other side, the Biancas, the Tainaras, those girls who started from square one at the Performance Center, have learned from the ground up and are killing it.
Taking off. Like, it's wild just where they are now.
And people don't understand the pressure that we're under. I think they can kind of get a gist of it, but until you're there and you just want to succeed so bad, there's that quote, like, you won't succeed until you want to succeed as bad as you need to breathe, kind of thing. And like, that's what it's like at the Performance Center. All these people are succeeding because they literally don't want anything else. That's it. So it's amazing. But like, back to what you said, I'm so happy to be in this environment with a bunch of females that I came up with. And I never thought that was going to be the case, because if you had have asked me 4 years ago when they weren't hiring really like independent girls, I mean, we've come a long way.
For sure. Yeah.
So I'm really proud of everyone.
Yeah, and it makes you think about even just 5 years from now, what's it going to look like? It'll be completely different. Completely
I know.
different.
I'm very interested to see just like what keeps happening. Are we going to go through a dip and hire less independent girls? Are we going to keep hiring the independent girls? Like, how's it going to look? Are we going to have 100 girls? We might have just as many females as we do males. Like, who knows, with the way that the evolution is going, the girls just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anyone in WWE that you haven't met yet that you've been wanting to talk to? Or at this point, have you pretty much seen everyone?
Well, there was a lot of people that I hadn't met until I started dating and was engaged to Matt. Of course, now, like, all the people that I was like, ooh, like Randy Orton and Edge and Christian and like all those people Matt came up with too.
Yeah.
So now I've met all these like amazing people, and when I was sending out my invites, I texted Deanna, and I'm just like, what is this life? Am I really sending an invite out to Christian and Edge? And like, did Randy Orton really just come up to my fiance and say like, are you gonna send an invite? Like, what's going on? Like, stuff like that it's so mind-blowing. It's just looking back and seeing how far I've come. So I think I've kind of met everyone that I really, really wanted to meet. The two people that I think every female in the world can say that they want to meet is Trish and Lita.
Of
And
course. Yeah.
I was able to, during Tough Enough, Lita was like, come over here, get in the ring with me for a second, because she saw that I was kind of, she saw I was kind of getting like bored because the girls were learning how to wrestle and I knew how to wrestle. Oh my gosh, Josiah, I'm not even joking. She whipped me off and said, duck one, take a clothesline, and I took the craziest bump I've ever taken. I'm not joking. I got so high back on my neck and I went flying on the clothesline.
Like the adrenaline rush, the goosebumps.
No joke. And we were just in the performance center in a ring. She only gave me it once, but it was like it like fueled me.
Yeah.
So
that's so cool.
Yeah, that was my little interaction with Lita, and I met Trish at like a Comic-Con, and she was so sweet. And when I broke my arm, she sent me a message just saying like, hey girl, you're fine, you've been through way worse, like we all go through this stuff and it's just gonna be, like you're on a straight and narrow from here and it's only going up. And that was a cool moment for me as well. That was a very like step back and be like, whoa, Trish just messaged me.
yeah, that's incredible. Like to be able to look back on those moments, because Tough Enough was like 2015, something like that.
Yeah, it was tryouts were like end of 2014, and then we started filming summer of 2015. 5 years ago.
Yeah, and just look where you are 5 years now.
I know, and also like look at Mandy.
Yeah, she was a part of that.
Mandy was a part of it, and Dream was a part of it.
Yep, I know Dream was a part of it. Was Sonia in that?
Sonia was. I always forget about Sonia because she left right before I got there. So like even though we were friends and we know each other through Tough Enough, I forget that it's through Tough Enough. But like those two girls, it's insane. Insane.
That's incredible, man. To see literally, and everybody has their own path too. So it's awesome. It's very, very, very cool to see where you are. And speaking of moments, so I want, we've been doing this for the past couple of lives, but giving the NXT universe their moments. So they've been submitting questions, and we're gonna toss those over to you. We're gonna try to get through as many of these as we can. But let's see what we can do. Jazz wants to know, what activities are you doing at home during isolation?
Well, I started off by organizing everything, and now it's like week 3, and I don't have anything more to organize, so I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm trying to figure out some like DIY home projects, some painting and stuff to do. So stay tuned.
Okay.
I downloaded TikTok. Oh, I'm deep in TikTok. 48 hours. I've downloaded or uploaded or whatever loaded like 13 videos. So
got you. Okay. Yeah, TikTok is an adventure for real. I haven't gotten there yet, but we created the account. We'll figure it out soon. I don't know.
Just you wait. You're gonna stop.
Mazzino wants to know, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh. I love Monsters, Inc.
Good choice. Yes. Good choice. Let's see. Cap Gohan wants to know, what's your favorite music to have on your playlist when you're working out?
When I'm working out, I like classic rock. So like AC/DC, Bon Jovi, like stuff like that. But there's also like a punk playlist that I have that has like Linkin Park and like Evanescence and stuff like that. So I go between those two.
Okay. Punk wants to know, what's your favorite color? Aqua. Very specific shade. Yes.
Aqua. Only aqua. Not green, not blue, aqua.
Rob Shade wants to know, can you help Robert Stone with his TikTok? Because it's very embarrassing.
Oh, man. I'm seriously? No. I should not be involved in helping any TikToks.
It's like, yeah, do it for yourself, not helping anybody else.
No, and like, trust me, I'm like doing them 10 times before I post them because they're so bad.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people's like some people are now posting outtakes just because like
Oh,
it's
I did a dance video, and at the end of the dance video, I was dripping sweat, and I so wish I had had another camera videotaping me because I'm not joking. I would start in 2 seconds in, I'm like, I screwed up again. Start again.
Yeah.
It was so much better than the actual video.
That's hilarious. Yeah, one of these days you got to do that.
Yeah.
This is an anonymous one. How does one become a part of the Robert Stone brand?
Well, first of all, you have to look good. Okay? Like, look good, feel good, do good. You know what I mean? So I would say that's number one. But really, Robert Stone recruited me, so you'd have to ask him that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. One of these days we'll get him on here and we'll ask the tough questions.
Oh, and yeah, you better give him longer than 30 minutes because Robert Stone can talk. He's got a lot to
say. Yeah. We might have to cap his. Has Robert Stone given a formal pitch to the one that they call Zack Ryder?
Oh, no. As of right now, he has enough to handle with the future champion of NXT coming up. He's got to deal with me. Once we get a hold of the championship, then I think he kind of will expand his horizons and open his eyes to other people. But right now, he's focusing on your future.
You got the priorities. They're straight. They're right here.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Okay. Izzy, NXT, Izzy Mania, do you have any tips to someone who's training at an early age?
Well, I think honestly, like, train as much as you want at an early age. But the key really is to stay safe because, like, and I think so many people like Candace and Gianna and all these females would agree with me, like, our body is our temple, and you do get to a certain age where things hurt. And, you know, your neck hurts and your back hurts and, you know, like, look at Mick Foley. It hurts for him to walk, and he tells me this. So just whatever you do, like, be really safe and be really, really cautious. But that goes for, you know, if you're not young, too. That goes for any age. You just have to be so safe. Get a good trainer and, you know, like, just be really careful.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Do you have an idea for ring gear that you've never worn before or never done before?
Okay, so yes. And every time someone sends me like a set of gear on Instagram, I always see it. So I want everyone to know, like, I'll always see your gear and I screenshot it. I save a lot of gear and I wait until the time is right. Right now, I just got 4 new sets of gear made and I've got like 2 on the way. So I'm a gearaholic. All my girlfriends know that. I have got drawers on drawers of gear in my bedroom. So yes, I've got so many ideas.
Got you. Okay, so we can expect to see some cool stuff in the future.
Yes, and every set that I make, I would say 99% of the sets I make are inspiration from like the NXT and the WWE universe.
Okay, cool. All right, so tell people, like, keep submitting ideas. Something can happen. You never know.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. All right, I saved this one for last because this would even be difficult for me to figure out. So you're often asked about like your dream match. Who would you want to go against, whatever. But this one says, create your dream match. The city, the event, the stipulations, the opponent. Like,
I know
you're creating this all together.
It's easy for me, actually. And the only Yeah, the only reason I say it's easy for me is because being a Canadian, I would love to do it in either Vancouver or Toronto. I would like it to be like during a SummerSlam or something in the summer, just because in Canada it's so freaking cold and nobody wants to leave their house unless it's nice out. And so Vancouver or Toronto around the summer, no stipulation, but I want it to be a triple threat, me versus Natalia versus Trish.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
With Robert Stone ringside.
Okay. Just like Chelsea with Robert Stone. All right, man.
Gotta be with Robert Stone ringside.
Of course. Staying on brand, staying with the brand. All right. Now, we've had a lot of fun with this. We've gone back and forth with different games. We're going to finish this off with Would You Rather. We've got a few minutes left, so I want to get through as many of these as I can as well.
Okay.
Let's see. Would you rather have the ability to change your past or change something that'll happen in the future?
Future.
Okay. Would you rather never open presents for Christmas ever again or never have candy for Halloween ever again?
Oh, I would rather never have candy for Halloween ever again.
Okay, okay. And why for why for
I need
Halloween?
presents. God, my God.
Okay, okay. Would you rather never eat pizza ever again or never eat pasta ever again?
Ooh, I think if you asked me a couple years ago, I would have said pasta, but now I'm gonna say I'll never eat pizza because I need a
Okay.
good carbonara in my life.
Okay, okay. Smart answer. I see that. Would you would you rather hang out with yourself as a teenager or hang out with yourself as a kid, as a child?
A child.
Okay,
I
okay.
was a bad teenager. Don't ask my parents what I was like as a teenager because it was not good.
Would you rather always be an hour early wherever you go or always be 20 minutes late wherever you go?
Always an hour early. I'm an early person anyway. If I'm not 15 minutes early to something, I get like severe anxiety. So yes, I would rather just be an hour early and come on, it's 2020. I'll go on my phone. I'll TikTok.
You got things to do. It's fine.
Yeah.
Would you rather live without music or live without movies?
Oh, I'm gonna say I would rather live without movies, but that's really hard. I'm like a real movie buff, and I'm always at the movie theaters. But there's something like you need music for your soul. You don't need movies for your
Yeah.
soul. You need music for your soul.
Okay, okay. Um, would you rather sing like the greatest singer of all time, or would you rather cook like the greatest chef of all time?
Dang, I think I'd rather be a singer.
Okay, okay.
I
Why
I'm
singer
a
instead of
really
cooking?
I'm a really bad singer. I'm an okay cook. I'll take my okay skills and I'll up the singing skills, please.
I got you. Okay, okay. Even like kind of level it out a little bit.
Yeah. Even out the playing field bet.
Okay. We're taking a field trip. Would you rather go to the Firefly Funhouse or would you rather go to the Boneyard where AJ and Undertaker had their match?
Woo! Firefly Funhouse because I swear the hot mess would fit right in. And I
Yeah.
know everyone, I know everyone like in the WWE universe feels the same way because I remember getting so many Twitter notifications at previous Rumbles thinking like, oh man, is Chelsea going to be Sister Abigail? Is Chelsea going to come out as Sister Abigail in the Rumble and stuff? And I was like, oh, dang, I should.
That would be cool. That would be dope.
So I'm going to go with the fun house.
Okay, all right. One more. Would you rather join D-Generation X or would you rather join Evolution?
Oh. Man. Oh man. Okay, I'll say D-Generation X.
You're thinking, you're kind of going back and forth. DX. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I can see you up there. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. All right, last question for you in general. Later tonight, there's a big match on NXT from the USA Network, live, 8/7 Central. Who are you rooting for in this number one contenders match for a shot at the NXT Women's Championship? I mean, just when you think about it, because there's Candice LeRae, there's Mia Yim, Io Shirai,
I don't know. Honestly, most of them are like snooze fest. I think really the only standout, the only one that really looks like a true woman, someone who should hold the title because like they are the total package. Like the face of the women's division, I would say Chelsea Green.
Okay, yeah, that's a good choice.
Just throwing it out there.
All right. I'm making sure everybody's watching this tonight. It'll be a great match. We've been ending these live sessions. Someone somewhere in the world, whether they're watching today or going to watch later on, it's their birthday, and they are spending it at home, you know, in isolation, social distancing, being safe. But they're like, I need something special for my birthday. So can you give them a special birthday shout out, whoever they are?
Yes. Okay, I know how it feels to be stuck in isolation on your birthday because I just did it on Saturday. But guess what? You're at home. You're with your animals and your babies and your significant others. Like, this is the best case scenario. You got to enjoy this time at home and enjoy like these precious moments with your loved ones. And if you're not with your loved ones, Uber Eats cake and enjoy that cake because
Absolutely.
I did both.
Absolutely. And happy belated birthday to you. I completely missed out on that one. So happy belated birthday.
I'm 29, almost the dirty 30.
That's all right. We're working on it. We're all getting there together. We have this. We got this. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll definitely at some point do this again because you're amazing. You're awesome. And who knows? I mean, you might be holding on to that NXT Women's Championship the next time we see you. So we'll have a lot to talk about.
Well, I will be. So when you live call me next, see you in the title.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chelsea Green. She's confident. She's confident that tonight she walks out her first ever ladder match as the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. So check it out live on the USA Network, 8/7 Central. It's going to be amazing. Now, I've heard, and we're still, it's very close. I've heard that this Friday, right here live on the NXT Instagram account, it's very possible that we will be having a WWE Hall of Famer join us. Cross your fingers, send your good vibes and prayers and fantastic energy. I think it's going to happen. I really, really think it's going to happen. And I think it'll change this whole landscape of interviews forever. I mean that. We'll see if it happens. We'll see. My name is Josiah Williams. We are NXT Wrestle Flow. Yeah.